Hey guys, in this video we will be looking at a comparison between Anyword versus conversion.ai. Two unique high quality copywriting platforms that will allow you to create written content for your emails, blog posts, marketing advertisements very quickly without you actually having to spend hours writing through content and to help you avoid writer's block. So make sure to keep watching until the end of the video, and I will give a brief overview of each of the platforms. We will dive into the pricing of each particular platform and go over the set structures of each to show you what's possible should you decide to actually sign up. We will also dive into the members area of each platform, where I will show you a brief overview of all the tools and features inside so that you can get an idea of how each platform actually will work and to see if it will actually benefit you in order to move forward with your online business and your content creation journey. So if you are new to copywriting, or you actually have a career in copywriting, you may be familiar with conversion.ai. It is quickly becoming the go-to platform for content creators that write content, descriptions, blog posts, even likes of email marketing and advertisements and so forth. And due to its popularity, it is actually gaining in traction all the time. There's a lot of content creators that are actually utilizing the tools inside of the platform, and it is actually helping them to scale their businesses to the next level. But not only that, it's also helping them to take their creative ideas and allow them to think outside the box and to open up a whole new plethora of ideas that they may never have thought about before, because these tools here give you that head start that you need, especially if you are struggling with the likes of, say, writer's block, where you sit down to try and write a piece of content, either in an article form or even writing an email, and you struggle to put the words together, you struggle to create good headlines, good titles, even good descriptions. The likes of these type of platforms are going to be very, very useful for you to move forward. But not only that, it will help you to streamline your process, but it will also take out the time that it usually takes to create the type of content that you're looking to create. Instead of spending hours or even days or even weeks trying to piece together little bits of information here and there to create an article, these platforms can literally create your ideas pretty much for you with only a few keywords and a few clicks, and literally only a matter of minutes. So it's definitely worth something looking into. But if you look at conversion.ai, it is definitely one of the most popular platforms currently on the market, and quite rightly so. It is actually a phenomenal piece of kit that will help you to scale up your business to the next level. I have created reviews on conversion.ai and both Anyword. If you haven't watched any of those reviews yet, I'll make sure to drop links to those videos down in the description, so be sure to go and check them out as I go in depth into each of the programs and I give you demos of even the tools and features inside of each of the programs to show you how to utilize them. But what if you cannot afford to buy into an account with conversion.ai? The pricing structure on the platform is relatively affordable for the most part, but if you're struggling to afford the monthly payment plan, that's where platforms like Anyword will actually come into play, because they do have a lot of the similar features that are also inside conversion.ai, but again for a different type of cost. Although conversion.ai pretty much is quickly becoming the standard for all these copywriting type platforms, because there's so much information involved inside. But a lot of these other tools, if you can't use this or you can't afford it, these other tools will be good alternatives for you to be able to move forward with your copywriting journey. Again, it really just boils down to your own preference, your own needs and wants, and what you can afford. So just to give you an idea of it, the starter package on conversion.ai, I have mentioned this in my previous videos of the pricing plans, but just to quickly go over it again, $29 per month gives you access to a maximum of 20,000 words. So you can have all these different criteria. You can have up to a 400 character input limit. It has a load of supported languages, and you have access to different communities and so forth. The downside with this is once you hit the cap of 20,000 words in that monthly period, you do then have to pay a small fee to gain access to more words to be able to use. I think it is up to $10 per 5,000 words additionally. So ideally what you'd want to do is you'd nearly want to actually sign up for the unlimited package or the pro package at $109 per month, as this unlocks a lot of the features that are actually limited inside of the starter platform. But not only that, you gain access to loads of different criteria. You get access to more workspace documents, but not only that, you get access to a long form assistant, which means you can generate a lot of content with relative ease, and you can keep generating content on specific documents. You can set it up likes of like a Word document or even a Google Docs document, and you can create your content from there, whereas you don't get access to that in the starter kit. Another downside to conversion.ai is the fact is that they don't actually have a free trial that you can use to start out to actually test the program. But what they do have as an alternative measure, you can still sign up for any one of the paid platforms and you can try it out for 7 days. But if at any point that you actually aren't happy with it, you can just ask for a refund within the 7-day period, and they will refund the full price of the cost. So it is still worth checking out. But again, if you don't want to take that route, you can look at the likes of Anyword, which again also has its own starter package that comes in at $19 per month. Again, it does have its own limitations. It only has a limitation of 15,000 words per month, but you do have other criteria similar to the likes of conversion.ai, so you can actually create content for the likes of Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, social media type ads, even for YouTube, email subject lines, blog post outlines and so forth. But you can actually try it out for free. You can actually gain access to a 7-day free trial should you actually wish to try it out. They do actually have access to a number of versions of the platform as well, with the pro version at $97 a month, and again it actually ups the ante in terms of the word limit. So you can have access to 100,000 words per month. You can boost conversion rates, and you have different unlockables that actually will lift a lot of the limitations that you won't get inside the starter package. But even with the pro plan, if you compare it to the likes of the pro version of conversion.ai, for $109 a month, it unlocks pretty much everything inside of the platform, so you can use it at will and you don't have to worry about any limitations on any words and so forth. Whereas with the pro version on Anyword, you still are limited to 100,000 words, which ideally if you're starting off is still more than enough, but you're still limited. You're still within that price bracket. The same even goes for the premium, which is $500 a month, which is very expensive, and you're limited to 200,000 words per month. That can actually get very costly very quick, but again, if you're a business or you're an agency, this could be a route that you could go down. And then they do have other custom packages and so forth that you can look into, but again, you'd have to actually contact them for more information. But again, it really just boils down to your own preferences, and it's really just down to your own needs and what you can afford at that time. But feel free to have a look over the pricing structures of each one, and then you can make an informed decision as to which one may be more suitable to you. So we're quickly just going to dive into the members area of each platform, and I'm just going to show you around the tools and features, just to show you how everything works. So once you sign up for a free trial on Anyword, I'm here using a free trial that's a 7-day free trial, and it's perfect just for getting started, just to get a feel for the program. So you can come in here and you can create like projects for the likes of blog posts, titles, intro paragraphs, outlines. You can create like landing page, product page outlines. You can even set up subject headlines for emails. You can create advertisement copy for the likes of Facebook ads or any type of ad descriptions for social media and so forth. Even run the likes of content copy for the likes of content promotions, and it even allows you to set up copy even for SMS text messages, which is a pretty cool feature. So just to give you an example of this, we'll just quickly create a new project under a blog post, and what you can do is you can give it a specific title. You can actually just give it just a brief description, or even type in a few words just in the description, and then you can set up the industry or the topic just so the platform understands exactly what type of content it's going to write, because it's going to base it off that specific topic. So when you're ready, you just click on create project. So as you can see here, you have access to like titles. You can generate different titles. You can create an outline, and you can create an intro paragraph. What it does is a pretty cool feature, is that it gives you a ranking score based on certain criteria due to the likes of predicted ages and so forth of your actual viewers, but even it'll show you if this content will actually help rank in say search engines and so forth. So what you can do is when you're happy enough with your said criteria, once you've added in all the information that you need, you can just click on generate, and what it's going to do is it's going to take a few moments. It's going to generate specific copy for you. As you can see here, it's creating like titles or headlines or subheadings for the likes of different sections and so forth, and you can use that to generate specific like titles. Not only that, you can use these titles for not only just blog posts, but you can use them even for the likes of email titles, and even if you're doing video even with YouTube, you can use these as even titles for your videos as well. So there's a lot of really cool features actually here. So as you can see here, it actually gives you snippets of information that you can literally copy and paste. You can save it for later, or you can copy it and actually embed it into, say, your blog posts, so that you can actually start generating content if you're struggling to write or come up with ideas. So this is actually a really cool way of being able to generate content very quickly. The one thing you'll want to note is that even though it does generate content, you want to make sure that you read over it thoroughly, and you want to see if it is actually going to be a good fit for whatever it is you're trying to create. Now, to say that, even with the likes of conversion.ai, which I have covered in my previous videos, again, link in the description, even though these do work and they do work really well, they're still not 100% accurate. There is at times you still have to come in and actually tweak the content. Like, there may be words slightly out of place. Now, for what these are here, it's very professional and it looks like it was genuinely written in a professional way, but there may be certain areas where you may want to tweak certain things. You might want to change the text or maybe change some of the words and so forth, but again, you'll be doing that anyway, because when you're putting together an article, you're going to be proofreading it and you're going to double check it or triple check it before you actually publish it. So there will be certain things that you may see maybe the first time over where you're not happy with it and you'll want to change it anyway, so you're going to have to go through that entire process. But the likes of the fact is that it generates the content for you here, it actually shows you how quick and easy that it actually is, and it will save you a lot of time. So the same can be said for different types of content as well. If you go back to the likes of your project page in your dashboard, you can set up like ad headlines, descriptions. So what I'm just going to do here, I'm just going to quickly create a quick project, and I'm just going to use the URL from my YouTube channel just to generate the project, just to give you an overview of how quickly everything will work inside of Anyword. So as you can see, once it's gotten all the details, it takes a lot of the information from the likes of my YouTube page descriptions, like even video topics and so forth. So when you're happy enough, you can just click on create project and just give it a few moments to load everything up. So as you can see inside the dashboard here, once you go inside the platform, you can create different types of content based off certain criteria like creative, list, even the AIDA model. You can incorporate different types of keywords. Even if you have any promotional codes, what it will do is you can copy and paste it into this section here, and what it will do is it'll embed or share that code throughout the article. It'll space it out or spread it out throughout the content, which is actually a pretty cool feature. You have access to like different character outputs with headlines, descriptions, even looking at different types of content platforms for inspiration as well. So you can generate a lot of content based off different criteria, whether you want to use it for social media or different headlines or different types of custom projects you want to work on. So when you want to pick one here, you can see like here you have access to loads of different ones. So in this case, I'm just going to quickly create just a description for the likes of a Google AdWords ad. So I'm just going to click on generate. And again, based off the criteria that was originally inputted when I first set up the project, as you can see here, it's giving you a load of different description style content and even headlines that you can use throughout your copy, that you can use within your ads when you're actually trying to create them. So you can add like quick like call to actions and even give brief overviews and ideas. If you're even promoting, say, a video or something like that on your channel, you can use likes of the copy here to emphasize certain areas of the advertisement so that it will actually gain people's attention to get them to click more. So it's a really cool feature. Again, like I said, it's not 100% accurate. You still will need to come in and double check and triple check things, but for what it is, you can get away with a lot of stuff here and actually use a lot of this information, because again, it is very well presented and it does work really well. But these are just some of the key points of Anyword, and it quickly shows you how you can create a lot of really good projects very, very quickly. And again, you can sign up for a free trial. Link will be in the description. You can go and check it out and even just try it out for the 7 days just to see what you actually think. So if we have a look inside of the dashboard of conversion.ai, you can instantly see there's a lot more inside of this platform. Like, this platform pretty much has tools that literally covers pretty much every area of marketing or content creation that you can possibly think of that is even currently available. You have everything from the likes of long form assistant, even to like content improvers, product description. You can create stories, you can even create ebooks using the tools inside of the platform. You can create like blog post outlines, topic ideas, Facebook headlines, ad copy for Facebook, even Google Ads copy. You can even create feature listings and product descriptions for the likes of even Amazon products if you're promoting them, even post captions for Instagram. Not only that, you can even set up like video topic ideas, script outlines, video titles, and even descriptions for even your YouTube videos. Even set up copy for the likes of your emails. Even set up like SEO, blog posts and title and meta descriptions. This platform just has a plethora of helpful tools available to you. You can even use this platform even to create and generate answers for you that you can answer even on Quora. You can literally generate content using the tools inside and come over to Quora, find the titles or even questions that people are actually asking for. Now you can come into Quora and just type away if you want to, but you can literally take that title, bring it into the likes of Quora Answers and use it to generate content for you, and then you can actually copy and paste the content inside of Quora itself to actually answer the questions. It's actually quite incredible what you can actually do. And again, Quora is actually a massive platform and it can generate a lot of traffic to your online content, videos, blog posts, even any type of online business that you currently have. There's so many topics all around different areas, niches, where people are always asking questions and looking for help. You can literally use the tools and features inside of conversion.ai and even Anyword for that matter, and use it to generate answers and content for you, and then you can use it in here and you can use that article then to send traffic to your videos or your content. I actually have done previous videos on how to use Quora to actually drive traffic to your offers and services and promotions and the like, even in general just to use it how you to answer questions so that you can build up engagement on the platform so that you can also scale up your online business. Again, I'll leave a link to those videos down below in the description, as I think they will greatly help you, and you can combine the methods inside with the methods that you will use inside of these platforms to actually really scale things up to the next level. But just to give you a quick example, if you've decided to opt into the Pro platform, now this long form assistant won't be available to you inside of the starter platform as I mentioned towards the start of the video, but when you click into it you can set aside certain criteria. If you're unsure of being able to create headlines, you can actually use the platform to generate headlines for you, and then it will give you a list of ones that would be suitable depending on the certain criteria or topic that you've actually given it. See, what this essentially does is it takes all the hard work out for you. Instead of spending ages, minutes, even hours trying to figure out a good paragraph or topic or headline, literally in a few clicks and in a few moments the platform will generate a lot of the content for you. So when you're happy enough with your selection, you can just pick one and choose it, and when the setup is ready, when you have all the criteria met, you can literally just open the editor and get to work. And as you can see, it just looks like a Word document or a Google Docs document, and it's very, very simple in how it actually works. It takes all the information that's already inside, and you can add even in more criteria if you want to, and then you can compose more content. And literally what it will do is it will just continue on from where the last section ended, and as you can see here in real time that it actually is composing a load of the elements for you. It will create anything pretty much from the likes of paragraphs even to the likes of lists as well. What you can also do inside of conversion.ai is you can use certain criteria to actually let the computer AI know certain elements that you want to actually change or to leave out. So you can add in the likes of the star symbols, and what this will do is it will actually tell the computer AI to not duplicate the content, because sometimes it actually has a tendency to do that. So this will actually tell you to keep the content as it is. Or you can use the likes of double hashtag. Again, it has its own preferences, and then again it'll actually changes out the content depending on other criteria as well that you may want to change throughout the course of the document. Now, as you can see, it only actually pastes the content in so far. So what you need to do is you need to actually type a few more words in yourself, or what you can actually do as a quick tip, you can cut it and you can paste it and just add a few spaces, and what it will do is the button will go live again so you can compose, and it will compose more content for you. So as you can see there, it literally is just spewing out content pretty much. Like if you were to spend ages, or if you were to spend a bit of time writing all this, it could actually take you a few minutes to think of a good headline or a good way to write out a specific paragraph, whereas this here actually does all the hard work for you. The really good thing to note about these platforms is the fact is that even though they generate the content for you, even though the content may not be exactly the way you want it to be written, it will do the hard work of getting everything started, and then you can literally just tweak things as you need. Because if you just sit there with a blank document, sometimes it's very, very hard to get motivated to actually try and write something, because you will encounter writer's block, and it's very, very hard to really get going with writing ideas and just putting pretty much pen to paper, if you will, and getting your ideas on the page. Whereas with the likes of this platform, it will get it started for you no matter what, and then it's a case of you looking at what's already on the screen and observing it and thinking about it and really thinking to yourself, right, I can use this. How can I use this to implement certain other ideas, and even how can I use this in the content I want to create? You can either decide to use it or you can leave it. It's totally up to you. But once you're getting the content generated, it will actually give you a load more ideas. You'll be able to think of other angles and even come up with other words that you probably wouldn't have thought of originally. So that's the cool thing about using platforms like these. It does really open up a lot of key doors for you, and it actually allows you to think outside the box. Another cool thing is as well, it gives you inside of your dashboard a direct analytics comparison to show you how many words have actually been generated on your account as well in a given time period, so that you can see where you're actually at regarding a specific project and so forth. You do get access, you can join the Facebook community, and you can actually earn more free credits. Now again, this will be more based off the likes of the starter program, so if you share it with other people and they actually use it, you will get access to free credits so that you can keep typing words and so forth. But if you have the pro plan, you don't have to worry about that. So just to give you another quick example just before we end this video, going through the likes of all these topics, again, all of these criteria here will all help you generate content, like I mentioned, even in the terms of the likes of the long form assistant. But what you can actually do is you can come up with video topic ideas or video titles. So just to give you an example, you can go into video topic ideas. You can give certain search parameters, like say here I have affiliate networks. You can set up certain keywords to be searched for. So I have search traffic, send traffic, use traffic to promote. So all you have to do is just generate the content, and what it's actually going to do is it's actually going to generate a ton of different video style ideas and even titles for your videos that you can literally use. Even if you're creating YouTube content, like what I do with regards to this video, sometimes it can be a struggle trying to think of a really good hook or a good video title that you can use to try and get people to engage. This here actually does that for you. It's quite incredible, the uses of this platform and what it can actually do. Now not all of them will be useful, but you can definitely learn a lot from it, and the best thing about it is you can copy them all to a clipboard, or what I like to do is open up a notepad file and copy and paste all of them into it. So you can literally open the file up and then you just copy and paste and then save it for a later date, save it under a file name that you recognize so that you can come back to it later. There's so many cool and unique features on this platform. Again, I haven't actually mentioned that in my review video. Again, link in the description so that you can go and check it out and you can see for yourself. So even if you have a look at say the video title ideas, and again similar to the previous sections, you just give it certain parameters to search for, generate, and literally in moments you'll have your content pretty much set up for you. And again, as you can see here, it gives you loads of really cool title ideas, even maybe wording and titles that you may not have even thought of. So there's definitely no end to the limit of the ideas that you can actually get even from this platform. But not only that, a lot of these titles are actually that good that if you were to actually sit and think for them for yourself, you would probably struggle to think about them. But not only that, these titles here may be more eye-catching and more grabbing to your audience, and it will make your viewers want to click on the videos even more than if you actually had created your own one. So this is something to really think about, and a lot of these titles will also help your videos to rank not just in the search engine, not just in YouTube search, but also in Google as well, as will rank on both platforms. So it's definitely a no-brainer. So even if you have a look at the likes of the email subject headlines, again, you can pretty much do the same type of ideas. So even though I've only given a brief minimum of certain criteria, but again, it still generates content, and even at that, it still actually looks really good, and it's still very eye-catching, and straight away your attention is drawn to it. So there's a lot of cool features inside of conversion.ai. Now when you compare it to the likes of Anyword, conversion.ai does have a lot more on offer, and that's pretty much the main reason why it's quickly becoming the industry standard for copywriting AI platforms. But again, like I mentioned, it all really boils down to people's preferences and what their intended uses are. Like this here platform has pretty much everything you can think of, but a lot of people coming into this may not use everything inside of this platform and may only want the simple tools and features. That's where Anyword will actually come in and actually help you as well. It really just boils down to what your own needs and wants are for your online business and what you want to create with your content. But either platform definitely offers a lot of helpful practices that really will actually take your content creation skills and your copywriting skills to the next level, and it will actually cut down on your time. So the days are gone when you actually have to be sitting, thinking, spending hours, days, weeks, even months trying to figure out how to create content, and even from scratch. Even as a complete beginner, you don't even have to have any skills. You literally just have to learn how this program works, and it's not hard to do, as I've just shown. Likes of even with Anyword as well. Like, a beginner can literally come in here and create highly professional ad copy in literally only a few clicks and with a few keywords, just a few topic ideas. So there's definitely no reason why you can't use this, and I think that both of these platforms, and even platforms that are like these, and even platforms that are like this, are going to be game changers moving forward, especially with building and scaling an online business. So I highly recommend that you check both of them out. Again, I'll leave links to both Anyword and conversion.ai in the description so that you can go and have a look. And again, also be sure to check out the review videos that I also created on both of these platforms, just to give you a more in-depth overview of each of them in general, so you can get an idea of which one may be best suited to you. So again, be sure to check them out. So if you have found this comparison video to be useful and you'd like to see more of these style of videos where I do compare other similar style products together, that'll actually give you an overview and an idea of which may be suited to you to help you grow your business, then make sure to leave a like on the video. Also make sure to subscribe to the channel, and again, hit that bell icon to be updated whenever I release future content. Also be sure to check out some of the other videos here on screen where I have provided other comparison and versus videos of other types of software, where I look through the comparisons of each and discuss the pros and cons of both platforms to give you an idea of what will work for you and what won't. So again, you can be sure to check them out. And as always, I will see you in the next one.